So I want to welcome you all to the training guide for ethanol emergency response. As an introduction, my name is Bill Brobst, a contract trainer for the Renewable Fuels Association. I'm also full-time with the City of Columbus Division of Fire and captain of their hazardous materials response team. So today we're going to be talking about ethanol and mainly specifically for us, emergency response to ethanol incidents. You are the target audience. The target audience for this course is emergency responders. The goal of this is to teach emergency responders kind of the uniqueness of responding to ethanol incidents. The delivery method will be PowerPoint presentation. You can follow along in your participant guide with that information. The participant guide actually can be used as a reference because there's more information in that guide than what we typically cover in this course. So again, I'll be giving you a little bit of the information, but there's better details on that. Prerequisites are you're an emergency responder, so you cover that. The course length, depending upon how it's presented, there's about 4 hours of lecture. There's a videotape that goes along with it, and then there'll be various activities that you can do that includes looking up some information about ethanol. The course goals. Upon completion of this course, we want you to have the knowledge and a better understanding of ethanol. So we're going to cover chemical and physical characteristics of ethanol. We're going to cover transportation modes, transfer operations, the basics of foam. In my opinion, one of the best chapters that we will deal with for us as emergency responders will be foam and understanding the background of foam. We'll cover suggested responder tactics. We'll look at the environmental issues of an ethanol spill as well as using foam. Over 14 billion gallons of ethanol is transported across our country by railroad tank cars, highway cargo tank trucks, ships, barges, and pipelines. Ethanol also represents 25% of the total hazmat shipments and is one of the top hazardous materials shipped by rail today. It is important that the responder community throughout the country is well prepared and trained for ethanol and ethanol blended fuel related emergencies. Ethanol. When responding to ethanol, the term ethanol can mean many things. It can range from ethanol being 100% ethanol to various levels of ethanol that are blended with motor fuels. So it can be denatured fuel ethanol, which means it's denatured with gasoline. It can be various levels of motor fuel, including E10, E15, and E85. And so we'll discuss each one of these in better detail. The course is presented in 8 chapters. Right now we're in Module 1, which is an introduction to the program. Module 2 will deal with ethanol and ethanol blended fuels. Module 3 will talk about the chemical and physical characteristics of ethanol and hydrocarbon fuels. Then we'll look at the transportation and transfer of ethanol. Module 5, we're going to deal with storage and dispensing locations. We'll talk about firefighting and foam principles, the general health and safety consideration of dealing with an ethanol incident, and then finally storage and pre-planning considerations. The Renewable Fuels Association has put out a DVD. On that DVD is many of the assets of this program, including an instructor guide if you decide that you want to instruct this course yourself, a participant guide, there are videos, there is also information on rail cars and loading and unloading rail cars. There are a number of additional resources that are available to us. For additional information, please visit the following websites: Ethanol Emergency Response Coalition, TransCare, Renewable Fuels Association, International Association of Fire Chiefs.